Hi guys. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome in Deanna Grooms, Hog Deer 79, and Free Handling Made. So we'll just chit chat for a little while and give people some time to get the notification for the live, because I know it takes a little while.
Yes.
Actually, it just sent it to me, so I know it's barely just now going out. You know.
Right.
And some people might be in the middle of something else at this time. So I have to do a replay of my own today because my friend with Crocheting with Leanne is interviewing Kevin from Tour Chat. And I do want to see that. It's already taken place, but I was in the middle of preparing for this live. So I'm like, I wrote that down as one of my pieces of homework because I do want to hear what he says. Hear him on a more casual level, but he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. And if you listen to him between where he's talking about channels, he gives out a lot of really good information. And that's when I started being a little bit more conscious of paying attention for the thumbnails on my coupon channel, being more like orange and red, keeping it kind of a brand, branding it with color. So you notice when I'm doing on Gail Southern Living, I do like blue or purple. And when I'm on Coupon Gail, I do like red or yellow. So I'm trying to stay with the color.
I think that's a great idea that you're given so that it's easier for them to tell the difference. If you're going to have two channels, you would definitely want them to be distinguished apart from each other.
Yes. Hello, My Granny's Garden. Hi, Andale Homestead. Hello, Nora, the Stock Explorer. How are you? Welcome in, guys. And we're gonna go through a list of YouTube tips and stuff like that. But you're welcome to ask any questions you want. If we don't obviously know all the answers, but if there's something you want to know, we can maybe between the two of us get you to someone who could maybe help you with that. So definitely.
If you want to put up the colorful screen, I can go through that with them really quick because it kind of gives them something to, there you go. So ladies and gentlemen, what we have is Gail's tips here. And she had said to me that, I'm going to tell them to grab a notebook. Right, Gail?
Right. Grab a notebook.
And this is to write down anything that you have that catches your eye today, but also keep in mind for yourself, your YouTube channel, it is good to be organized, and you will need a place that you have all of these things written down, ideas, scheduling, etc.
Yes.
So
definitely. Welcome in Lynette with Coffee Angel Crafts. Welcome in Native Wildman. Welcome in Michelle, you aka Yarny Disaster. Hello, hello. I had to stop and look at that one real close to make sure I was getting everything right on it. But yeah, so if you write down, one day your brain is going really well and you could think of lots of good ideas, and you might be brushing your teeth when you come up with something. So go grab your tablet, write down some stuff. And some days the ideas may flow, but you may not have all your supplies to do that particular video at the time. So if you write down 20 or 30, it may only be 5 that day. It may only be 2. Continue to write them down and then just mark them out as you go along. And that way on a day when you're not feeling real creative, but you want to make a video for your channel, you can go back to your list and see if you have everything you need for that.
Exactly.
Hi, Garden State Gardener. How are you?
So now if we go to the next one, Gail's next tips are...
Yeah, if you have a community tab, use it. Use it, guys. Promote your friends. I think promoting other channels, it shows you are a team player. It shows that you care about other people's channels growing, not just your own. Even like this whole live right here, this is to help other people. So if you have a community tab, if you will share out this video, we want to try to reach some of these small channels, under 2,000, under 500, under 100. There's some even under 50. So you guys can reach those from your community tab, and maybe they will learn something today that they can bring into their channel and help them out. Hello, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. How are you? So that's one of my tuber chat buddies.
Awesome. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you get a chance, if you could go into the description box and grab my link and go check me out. The most thing that would probably have to do with you guys today is my YouTube school playlist, which is just a place where I put everything that is like what we're doing today is about helping people with YouTube.
And I do have a link to her YouTube school tips in the description box, along with my YouTube playlist. So you can go through one and then go through the other one and see what tips she has, see what tips I have. I actually have, after talking to Melodi today, I decided there's a few more how-tos I want to work on. So that means I have to put hubby, my cameraman, to work.
So, and then the other thing that she knows that she has found is very important, extremely important, is creating playlists. Does anyone out there not know what a playlist is or how to make it?
Or what it's for.
Or what it's for?
Yes.
Because do you have a tutorial done right now, or is that something that you're coming up with soon?
How to create a playlist? I do have one on that. Yes, I do
have one.
In my YouTube tips, there is a how to create a playlist. So in the chat, for you guys that have new or been here a long time, what is the purpose of creating a playlist?
Hi, hello, Natalie, my crafty carousel.
Hi, Luann, Blackberry Rock Homestead. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Everybody. So we so appreciate everybody coming in and supporting this endeavor that we're on together. Let's see. Native Wild Man said he shared you on his community tab. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Okay, so top on my list when talking about creating a playlist, number one, most important part about the playlist is watch hours. Okay, so one playlist, your number one playlist, if you only have time to make one, your time is limited, make a playlist with everything in it. Finish that. Just even if you only have time to put in 5 a day. Okay, there's a video on how to do that. If you need help, you can email me. Also, I've had conversations on the phone where I've talked to people and talked them through how to do things. I'm willing to do that. Anyway, so that is for watch hours. Now, after you've made your all playlist so people can help you with your watch hours, then go through and section off your different activities. Like me, I do gardening, cooking, stuff with chickens. I do some prepping. I have even some traveling videos, a little bit of crafting. I have a little bit of everything on mine. So I have it all sectioned out. So if, say, Looky Lou Crafts is going in and she wants to see a particular craft video, oh, I wonder how she did on her wreath, then she can go to that particular playlist and look for it. So it's also to sort things like a file cabinet.
When I came into when I came out here into the art community, paper crafting and mixed media, we used playlists completely only for organizing, like she said, a filing cabinet of your, like I have collabs, I have YouTube challenges, I have design teams, I have mixed media jelly plating. So you could find what you were looking for on my channel. And so that was a completely different reason. Since I've met Gail, I've understood a whole nother reason.
Mm-hmm. We'll get into that later. But when you go into grow communities where people exchange playlists, if you have one, say you have a 7-hour and they have a 7-hour, you can have an even exchange. So there's even a place to go and find out the length of your exact playlist. where you can put the title of it, and then in parentheses, you can put 7 hour, 8 hour, 10 hour. And that way, if you want to do an exchange, and you don't have to talk about this stuff on YouTube, you can talk about it on Instagram. You can talk about it on your email, you know, email your friends and say, hey, are you, I need watch hours. Can we just do an exchange? And a lot of times they will. If you know them well enough, they definitely will. Hello, Kathleen. How are you?
Hi, Kiki.
Hi, Candace with Looky Looky Loo Crafts. Welcome in. Passamaquoddy, hello. Robert with Homestead Aquarius. Welcome in. Okay.
So nice to see everybody. So let's go to the next one because this one's really exciting, and it is Gail's tips.
Canva and Fonto. So I have 2 ways that I do thumbnails. In some cases, I will do Canva, and I will put a little picture in a circle and then put some words in there and just use the template they have. Sometimes that works for me. Other times I have a very specific picture of a plant or a cat or family members or whoever's in the video, and I want that specific picture, but I want to add words. So that's where I would use Fonto, which is the second one, where you just pull in your picture and add words to it. Now, I got that recommendation from my sister-in-law, Freehandly Made. So Fonto and Canva. Another thing I wanted to discuss was Pixabay, because I take sometimes if I don't have a good enough picture of the food that I made, it doesn't quite come out as good. Like my lemon poppy seed muffins, my picture doesn't look as cool as theirs. So I go to Pixabay, pick out a picture, take that over onto Fonto, and then put in there lemon poppy seed muffins. And I've got myself a nice picture, and those are copyright-free pictures. Melodi Made actually submitted pictures to there. I need to talk to you about how to do that. I mean, every once in a while, I'll get, in the mode where I will take a nice picture that could be used. It happens. I have a good day once in a while.
Pixabay is an awesome resource. So they have the SVGs, they have the JPEGs, they have all of it, and it's free. And it is based on people contributing. So if you are someone who works with digital or photography or illustrations or anything of that sort, it's a good way to share some stuff to help some people out. I don't know. It's just one of those community things. But yeah, we definitely want you guys, if you're just starting out with this, use the free resources that you have. And then if you need more, then you decide in your budget, what can you afford to bring into your YouTube journey. Okay. Because my husband used to get so upset with me. Melody, don't throw money at your problem. Figure out your problem without throwing money at it. And so that had to slow my roll quite a bit. So I use OBS, I use GIMP, I use all of the resources that are not frills and bells and whistles, but just the basics. And I learned a lot from doing it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. We learn more from improvising and using what we have, Yeah. I've not really honestly had the money to always do that. But even like StreamYard, you could get some really fancy things on StreamYard that'll have my logo up here somewhere, And I had that one time last year for like a few months or something where hubby paid for it for me. But anyway, most of the time I don't, but it is nice. The frills are nice if you can afford it. Just pick maybe one thing a year that you think you can afford that might improve your YouTube channel, if that's something you want to do.
Back in the day, if it was my birthday, if it was Mother's Day, if it was my anniversary, if it was Christmas, I would ask for the things, the lighting or the extras or the extra craft supplies, whatever it is that I needed, because my family knew that's kind of like, gift cards to the craft store, things like that. It just helped me, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. You can use those holidays where people like to, exchange gifts anyway. So I did that a lot.
Yeah, I've even used my Christmas money from my in-laws to buy channel stickers before.
Yeah.
I really did that. I used my Christmas money to buy channel stickers because I wanted them and the money was there. So,
well, and they want to make you happy. They don't, you know, if it's truly a gift, they don't care what you do with it. They want you to be happy. And so,
yeah. And I think it was last year that I did that. And who knows? I might turn around and do that again this year, but might think of something else I want. Who knows? I even like little address labels. There's a local store here that does address labels and different stuff like that. So I even go there and get my address label. That way you're not giving out your personal name to everybody.
Yeah.
It has your channel name and your P.O. box address.
Yeah.
And if somebody wins a giveaway, you can just throw that sticker on and mail it on out.
That's an awesome idea.
Now, some people that I know a little bit more personally, I've actually put my personal name on the mail.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that just to everybody, in my opinion.
No, YouTube is just like anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know them, you don't know them. You know, just because they're in your community, I can't stress enough just to be careful and play it smart.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to go ahead and talk about the stickers while you were talking about it?
I was just going to briefly mention, just in case the question's out there, a lot of people in the homesteading community like to do channel stickers. And I was just going to mention, because we're talking about YouTube tips, that you can get your stickers more on the high end. You could get them from Sticker Mule. If you want to get them a little bit more on the low end, you could get them at Canva. And so there's two different resources, and I'm sure there's tons more. But if you just wanted a resource to get your first sticker, the good part about Sticker Mule is once you've ordered one time, they'll continue to email you deals. So if you see one that you want to do, like recently they sent me one for a $14 t-shirt, and I thought it'd be nice to have a channel t-shirt. So I'm actually considering just buying one for myself just to have to wear on my channel once in a while, or say if I go to a meetup or something.
Okay. I have a tip for you. Okay. Here's a tip. You go over to what's called teespring.com, and for no cost to you see that? teespring.com. You see it? You can design your own t-shirt, and they can be bought off of that website through your name. So they'll be made and bought right as, like you don't have to pre-do it and have them sitting there to give them out. If you go to teespring.com/Melodi Made, I have a whole stores of stuff in there. I have mugs and bags and t-shirts from everything from my Facebook groups to most recently, I don't remember what it is because I wasn't expecting to go this direction, but I would, if you guys are interested in, they have stickers too, and you can make the price what you want up from the base cost. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't want to earn anything from it, you just want them to get a good deal, you can basically sell it for the base cost. Mm-hmm. And it's no money going into your account or out of your account. In that sense, you get paid the profits once a month. But anyway, so that's an idea there.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, score one for the big guy. How are you? Welcome in, Nancy, with our treasured home.
Hi. She hangs out with me on bingo.
Yeah, I really like Nancy.
I do too. So has everyone got their handles figured out? Let's hop over so that then we can get rid of all these screens that I have here if we go to handles real quick. Does that work out?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you put up the white screen, if anybody has any questions about the handles, what I did was I went into, if you can see here on my screen, I went to Google search YouTube handles. And what I found was if you go to, let's see, I had this all figured out, of course, when I did it the other day. I did a video on it on Friday, but I wanted to go through it live in case anybody had a question. It is not whether you Oh, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Basically, it's your way of, there you go. See the @ sign in front of those names like that? That's all they're doing with our channels now, is it'll be www.youtube.com/@melodimade. Instead of, that's going to be now your handle. That's going to be the way that you share your links. And the way to get it is to go to, it's YouTube. I'm going to just type it in. youtube.com/handles. That's all you type in. Then it gives you, no, that's not, I'm sorry, I put it in the wrong box. Get it up here in the, there we go. Okay. What?
What's going on, everyone? Today I'm here to show you.
This is what I'm looking for, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but it's if you followed the youtube.com handle, not handles, I messed it up. It's only with and I'm going to click it and it'll take us there. If you go to youtube.com/handle, it shows you here. I've already reserved mine, or they had already reserved it for me because I had a personalized URL, which is Melodi Made. So you see here where it says change handle. I could change my handle. I don't want to. But you, as someone who hasn't done it yet, can click that and then you'll be done. And you don't have to worry about the handle situation anymore, because it really is nothing more than just another way of them linking your channels for people to be able to find. So that's in all reality, the handle situation is so simple and easy, and not even, I mean, I've had some people that were really worried and thought it was a scam. It's not.
Yeah. Hello, it's our abundant life. Welcome in. Does it matter what size your channel is when getting a handle?
The only thing that I know is that some channels are not allowed to change their name until they have 100 subscribers. So I would say if you have under 100 subscribers, I don't know. But if you have over 100, it should be no problem. If everyone just takes a second, goes to another box and puts in that link and see what happens, right? It'll say your channel and it will tell you what you can do. So here's the video.
Introducing Handles, a new way for people to find and connect with creators and each other on YouTube.
So that's all it is. It's just a new address. It's a new phone number. It's a new way to link yourself to other people, and which is going to make it really easy for all of us.
Yeah.
Try it. Go to your browser on your phone. I don't know if you use Chrome or if you use Safari, but go into it and type in youtube.com/handle, not handles. We showed that was way wrong.
Yeah.
But,
I can get hubby to videotape me while I'm doing it. And then that could even go as a how-to, because I haven't done mine yet, but I bet it looks easy.
It is extremely easy if you know the links. That's the thing, is that they didn't, I don't know if they said it in the emails and stuff, but I didn't see anything about the link until I researched it on Google, and then I found the link, and that link is what makes it so extremely easy. And once it's done, you guys,
link or the link to the YouTube handle.
The youtube.com/handle. That's where you go to get this done. The thing that I think is most important to talk about, if we were to actually talk about this, is, do you use something creative as your handle? Do you use your channel name? Do you use your personal name? What do you make your handle? That might be a deeper conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would say is anything that is recognizable to you. I have a friend, she won't mind me shouting her out. My friend's name is Creating with Sherry Jones. I'm hoping, I haven't talked to her about it, but I'm hoping that she makes her handle just Sherry Jones, because that's all they really need to know. Her channel name will still always be Creating with Sherry Jones, but her handle, that address, that phone number, it's going to be more accessible to know who she is and all that if she just keeps it simple. So that's my advice to everyone. When you see mine at Melodi Made, nobody's going to wonder who I am, you know.
So would you recommend I put Gail Southern Living, or would you recommend I put Gail Southern?
I would well, I would probably go Gail Southern Living. It's not that long. And if you drop anything, it really kind of throws off what it is. If you had your first name and your last name, I'd say just use those. But because I don't think the Southern Living, when we're looking for each other, when we're doing, we kind of already know what we are. You know what I'm saying? It's not, this handle isn't going to be the advertisement the same way as your title of your it's like, okay, so what it's like is like my address, right? My name is Melodi Huey. So my name, and then my address would be underneath that. My channel name is Melodi Made. So, but in this case, my address is also Melodi Made. But if it was that I was creating with Sherry Jones is my channel name, but I want my address to be just at Sherry Jones, that's what I guess the best example of what I'm trying to say is if you can do less words, I would, but I think Gail Southern Living is fine. I don't think that's too much. But see, I mean, I would Looky Loo. I would just do Looky Loo, or I do Looky Looky. All right, I mean, I could just throw names out here all day.
I would do Looky if I were.
Just Looky Looky. And then Blackberry Rock Homestead. Blackberry Rock is all you need. This is just advice. It means nothing. You do what you want. Make your address as long as you want. Do what you want. But it's one of those things where the longer things get, the more complicated hashtags. I cannot stand hashtags that are 27 letters and words wrong and long. And so I get them wrong every time. Somebody's going to get them wrong in the collab. It's just going to be, it's.
Yeah, my friend was joining my Cozy Fall Soup collab, but instead of calling it a fall soup, he called it a winter soup, and the hashtag was all kinds of wrong. Yep. But I knew what it was because he did at me, my channel name, my address, and so I just threw it in the playlist, and then I guess he went back in and changed it later. So anyway, it's in the playlist, so.
Well, that's the thing is that people, some people, probably not you guys, probably everyone here has a pretty good handle on this. But in all reality, if you do a hashtag, what that's doing is that's saying the party is at this address. And if you want to meet everybody that joined in that party, then you can go to that hashtag, to that address. But if one person in that party gets that address wrong, they're not actually in the list. And that's sad for them because they miss out on views and attention and the things that went on. So it's extremely important. Yours says it will notify you when you can change. Okay.
Congratulations, Candace, Looky Loo Crafts, for getting your community tab.
Everyone go over and check out. Now, here's the thing. Will you make my this screen bigger? I wanted to share with people. And like I said, maybe have these issues. But what I wanted to show is when you go to a channel, let's see if I can get a channel up. Here's my channel. You go to a channel. Here's my phone. It's on my phone. It's easy enough. If you go here, there's home, videos, playlists, community, channels, about. Community is how you see what people, if you're looking for it, if you don't find it in your feed. This is what I've been sharing. So you can go directly to someone's channel to see their community list posts. Then also, if you go to videos and choose shorts, because this is another thing that some people don't know how to find, is there's all my shorts. And now, if you guys don't do shorts, I'm telling you, you need to do shorts. This one got 3,300 views and a ton of subbies. Okay. If you're not doing shorts, definitely do them. And so that's, I want people to understand that's even if you're on your laptop, there's the community tab and there's the videos to find shorts or lives, and there's playlists. And in the playlists, one we were just talking about, it doesn't always come up to the top because I don't go to it that often, but here's YouTube School. And then here's play the whole playlist. And then up here is how I can watch it on TV. I thought there was a way, one of these buttons, I don't know. Anyways, one of these buttons do other things. but I was trying to get the address for it. Like she said, we could grab the addresses for them. But that's what I wanted to share. How do you see community tabs when you don't know where they are? How do you see the shorts when you don't know where they are? I have so many people who don't know where these things are, and how to get to them. So you can put us back, sweetie. I was excited.
I understand.
Thank you.
Did you want either of the big screens up right now?
I think we covered the handles, which I was really because it's a current thing. That's why I was so excited to do talk about that. But so
you reminded me I need to go check on that because I've been meaning to do that. Kitty decided to lay on my. If you saw me leaning over, that was me trying to remove it from her. So I went through and marked out the things we talked about. One thing I did want to talk about is hashtags. The very top line, hello Taz Adventures and Live Texas. How are you? Welcome in. One thing I did want to mention is your very top line of your description box is where your 3 blue hashtags go.
Yes.
That's the main information YouTube uses to send out your video and where to send it. Mm-hmm. So one of the ideas is that you can hashtag your channel name, which I've been doing that for about 1.5 years. I did change that a little bit on my coupon channel because I heard some like a YouTube class thing one of the channels was doing about trying to pick hashtags that are bigger. Yes. Like on that one, I do hashtag free, hashtag shopping, hashtag coupon, and maybe sometimes we're trying to do couponing, but maybe just the word coupon, something more general of your term, like my granny's garden may want to use garden, check your hashtags and see, because some of these are in the millions of views. Some of these are in the high thousands and some of these are smaller. So, and sometimes you're going to want to hashtag your own channel name, and there's a reason you're going to want to do that. It kind of groups your stuff together and puts it all under a thing. So it's your decision on that. Welcome in Tuber Chat, Connect and Grow. How are you? So
I would have to say my input on that would be is that I hashtag every single thing I do. I don't, if it's on Instagram, if it's on YouTube, if it's on my shorts, I have my hashtag on everything because my hashtag now is in the hundreds and hundreds of things. And that makes my hashtag someday going to be one of those ones that someone's going to want to grab. Do you see what I'm saying? If you don't start now.
Just hit 1K. My hashtag just hit 1K.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing is if the people are saying, oh, well, this one's bigger, that one's bigger, that one's bigger, so I'll do those, and don't always add their own. Your own doesn't always have to be in those 3 that show up above the address. 3. Make sure it's in your description box.
Yeah.
Because you want that. Here's the thing. I just this year applied to a very big channel's design team, and I had hoped because I had good following, I had good subbies, I had good views, I had a good hashtag, I had things that showed that I have worked and am established, and I've worked on all of these things together. It may not always be just about what you're doing this minute. Maybe in 3 years, you're going to want to get involved in something that all of that work and your body of work will get you involved in something that's bigger than this, that you don't even know is coming up. So you have to have it. You have to have it all together somewhere where people, that's what the internet is about. That's what it's all about, your work. And if you don't have any evidence of it, what is it? It's great to done it, but.
Yeah, oh man, after Fall Fest 22 giveaway, literally my hashtag has gone crazy. And when I use my hashtag to find videos where people have hashtag me, friend mail, out, different things like that. But, when I'm on my phone, I use that. Now, when I'm on my laptop, I just go in where it says mentions and I look there for that.
I do that on my phone too, both.
But so that's how I find stuff to see, okay, so-and-so received their friend mail and stuff like that. There was a question I wanted to ask while Kevin from Tuber Chat was in here. What was it? Oh, here it is. If you're still in here, Kevin, is there a way to move the order of your playlist around? So say on my playlist, it puts my recipes at the bottom. Literally, if my channel is 75% cooking, that needs to be on the top. So is there a way to move it around your playlist? Just curious. If anybody knows the answer to that, please. I'm sure I could research it myself, but is there a way to do that? Hello, SD Mountain Man. How are you? So anyway, I'm just going to put that out into the universe to see if anybody knows.
Oops,
Sorry. The answer to that.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Thank you for sharing on Reddit, Tuber Chat. Awesome. So while Tuber Chat's in here, I'm going to scoot over and talk about that for a second. Tuber Chat Connect and Grow is a grow channel. And it's not just a sub for sub. It's a community of people who go around supporting each other. I have multiple people in my live right now that are from the Tuber Chat community. So when you go into the live, you say hi to the host. You greet other channels like you do in a regular live. Then at some point, you pick out a channel name that's of interest to you. In your case, you might want to pick out a papercraft channel. In my case, I might want to pick out a homestead channel or a gardening channel. And I may pick out a channel that has nothing to do with anything that I do, just to be varied. And I think that's a good idea, to be varied. But anyway, you just pick out one, you go over, you watch a video, you make a comment. You don't use the word new. You don't use the word sub. Don't even use the word friend. Those are 3 no-nos. In my opinion, in just my opinion, those are 3 no-nos in the comment section, because I think it makes YouTube mad. But that's just my own opinion. Just leave a genuine comment about what they're doing, and they recommend you do a 3-minute video. Then you go back over to the chat and you say, hey, Melodi Made. Oh, I love that beautiful Halloween card you made. Mm-hmm. And that way they know that you've been over to their video, and they know exactly which video to go to look for your gift that you left them, which was a comment. So that's a basic on how to use Tuber Chat. Now, I used Tuber Chat to grow this channel, but I used it even more to grow my couponing channel. And you cannot be stuck on one genre if you want to grow your channel past 1,000 subscribers. You're going to need to join some other communities. Now, everybody, like Melody here, she does paper crafting and mixed media and stuff like that. But she has other interests. She cooks. She does other things in her life. She has pets. So you're going to, join in different communities of your other interest. Maybe a specific kind of dog she likes, or cat. Yeah. Specific kind of cooking videos she likes to watch. So find your other interests that you like and join some of those communities as well. Like, I know about crochet, but I have quite a few crochet people that I follow. It's just a really good community of ladies that they're just really awesome, and they're good supporters. So
SD Mountain Man says, I've tried to add stuff to a playlist, but it says you don't have any. If you want to put it back on the white screen, I can show him. So this is just if I'm at the home of my YouTube channel. And if I go to YouTube Studio, let's see if that will give me what I need. Playlists, you click playlists on the left-hand side of your YouTube Studio. Maybe, there we go. And you can, it says way over here. Can you see that right there? You see that, Gail, where I'm moving the mouse?
Yeah. Are you doing it from a phone or from a laptop?
This is the laptop.
I'm asking.
Oh, yeah.
the SD Mountain Man, are you doing this from a phone or a laptop? because that would make the difference on the instruction that you're going to need.
Right. But that says new playlist right there. And you need to, it should give you the option when you're trying to add something to a playlist, but if you need to, you can go and create one, and that will, you can take that down now, sweetie.
Okay.
He says phone.
Oh, phone. Sorry, I'm moving screens around here.
No, you're fine. So on my phone right here, when I go into YouTube, let's see, content. I don't know if it'll give me an option there. There, see, there's the word playlist in my YouTube studio on my phone. And honestly, all it's giving me the option to do is mess around with them. It doesn't.
Go to a video, like
Okay.
your.
Okay, so let's see.
And then click on that little side. Show him that little side. The to the right there.
Three dots.
There's little dots there, and if you click on that, show him
Share
what
video, edit video, play video, delete. So let's see if I edit it.
there.
It says playlist. I can click to, but see, it just shows me the list on my phone. It doesn't show to add the actual playlist. It just shows my list of playlists. So I'm wondering.
You know you can do it from a phone, because I know I've done it. I know I've done this before. Is it when you're in a studio that you can do it?
Well, that's where I'm at. But you know, my friend, which she's not here yet, my friend Dahlia, she goes to her to where you do URLs, and she goes to
your actual YouTube channel videos, not your studio, but on your channel. Go to your videos there.
YouTube studio. She's been. I'm gonna check this out really quick. It looks the same though.
Because when I pull up my channel,
so if I just go straight to YouTube,
hit your videos,
hit my videos, and then what? I'm in videos. Sort by.
That's your
go into playlists.
Well, how you were talking earlier about home videos playlist, the section for videos.
Okay.
Okay, right there. Should be right there.
Well, it just says save to later, save to playlist. And then when I do that, it doesn't. Oh, there it is right there.
New playlist.
I'll get out of it and I'll show you again. Okay. So here's my YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, now he has to go.
No.
He'll come back and watch it.
Maybe somebody else here needs this information.
Right. So we were on my home, right? We're on my phone, on my YouTube. So all I do is I went to videos and I clicked the dots and I said save to playlist, and then it gave me the option right here to add a new playlist.
Or you can add one of those existing ones as well.
Yep.
Hello, John, Hunting and Stuff with J&J. How are you? Hello, Kelly Porter, my happy.
Oh, yeah. Carrie.
And hello, Carrie Ann loves to craft.
Hi, Carrie. Okay, so did you want to talk about the subscription sticking?
Oh, yes. Okay, so there's a lot of controversy on how to make your subscription stick when you subscribe to somebody. Now, according to the way TuberChat does it, you go and you watch a video over 3 minutes all the way through and make a comment. And those subscriptions have stuck. But another way that I've heard it said, and you could decide option 1, watch a 3 minute or over video and leave a comment. not using the word new, sub, or friend. Okay. Then you could choose option 2, which is watch 2 videos and make 2 comments and watch those 2 videos all the way through. And they need to be 3 minutes or over videos. I usually do 2 videos and 2 comments, me personally. Now, when I'm in Tuber Chat, I go ahead and do the 3 minutes because I'm in a hurry. But I try to go in and add a different video into the watch later list and let that go through so that hopefully it'll stick. Oh yeah. I just had corn chowder. It tastes a lot like potato soup to me.
Oh.
I love potato soup. So what do you think, Melody?
Well, I have always heard 3 or 4 minutes. I didn't know about the commenting and saying the things. I'm trying to look right now. I put in there because Google's my best friend, and I just try to always ask the Google, you know, what is it that, why is this happening, or how? And then a lot of times you'll find threads of people talking, things like that, where you can get more than just but they don't really, like, it's not just out there about making it stick. So I'll reword it. But I've stuck to, I go over to a channel and I watch a video. I usually read there about, I will like a few things and I will comment. I don't ever say anything. I say I'm a new friend or a new subby sent over from another channel sometimes.
Yeah, I do say hear from Melodi Made's live,
Right.
Hear from Melodi Made's channel. I do use those words, hear from, and then. But when I do Tuber Chat though, because it's a grow channel, I do capital T space C dot. I don't put the whole words in there just because I don't want it to be overly repeated everywhere.
Right.
Anyway, I just do that for that one. But for the rest of them, I go ahead and just say, hey, I'm from Looky Crafts or whatever. So it's a lot of hearsay, and taking the hearsay from what it really is like it's a whole set of things. And you could just scare yourself right out of a bunch of things if you get freaked out by everything everybody says. So it's really difficult. You got to distinguish between what's real and what's fiction.
It's very confusing. Almost everything has 5 stories behind it, you know, of what's actually going on.
Yeah, and Homestead Aquarius is the one I always heard it from, and that's 2 videos and 2 comments. Now I think Homestead Aquarius told this to Micro Farmer, and Micro Farmer told this to me, so I got it kind of secondhand. But yeah, I try to follow that principle.
Well, I think here's the thing for me, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's gentlemen in there, so I want to make sure because at my channel it's usually just women, some ways, ladies, but ladies and gentlemen, is that the bigger the situation, I see the temptation to just sub for sub and watch for watch and all that. But in all reality, the channels will grow organically and become sustainable if you put the effort into the people that you're trying to bring to your channel, right? That doesn't mean I have to do, like, if they watch my video, I don't have to directly go over and watch one of theirs. But if I get over there every 3rd or 4th video and say hi, they know I still care about them and I'm supporting them. But we can't have 5,000 subbies and go comment on all of their channels. That's not going to be feasible and still grow your channel.
Yeah, it
right.
gets more difficult. Did you read what Kevin at Tuber Chat said here in the comment?
It helps most creators to know where their new friends come from, builds credibility for the sender.
And that's,
yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that too.
Let's see all we can do is take what we learn from each other and others and make a best guess. Try, read, analytics, learn, repeat. Analytics, you guys, that's a big thing. I never realized how much information was in there until I started doing the thing, what I do on my channel now, every Tuesday I do channel chat. And one is I really boast that everyone needs to do their keywords. You see that right there? So this is my friend Mandalay Cards and More before she did her keywords. And she allowed me to do that. Then this is her after she did her keywords, and she has been growing. We counted them. She was watching every day. How much better? Then we were doing shorts, and the description that you put, it needs to be personable. Don't just put on their homesteading. Okay, tell us about you and your family or your interests or what you like to do. I want to go to your about page and I want to learn about you. Otherwise, why am I going to subscribe to you? If there's nothing in here to catch me, I'm not staying. What about you, Gail?
Yes, I was reading. Sorry, I was reading what they were saying here.
You're fine. I tend to go and then I think, okay, I should stop so keywords were on my list to talk about, because I think that once you make your channel and you pick a channel name, the next thing you need to do is figure out your keywords. That's number 2 on your list. If you haven't already done it, then you need to go back and do it. I think that every channel should have an introduction video, even if it's just pictures of what you're doing in your world. It doesn't have to be a live video, right? Mountain Man, what's keywords? See, this is the thing. I have a video on my channel in my playlist that is YouTube School that says keywords, channel chat keywords. And so it will get you started on keywords. The other things is I think that everybody should have an email. You don't have to have a post office box or an address, but always have an email, because there have been people that I would have liked to connected with, whether it's for growing an idea, whether it's asking them a question. I'm a good person. I'm a good channel. I want to connect with you. And if I can't find your email, there is nothing I can do. I'm not going to get in your chat, in your comments and say, hey, I don't like it, but I have if I had to. Or I'll call a friend like I did to you, Gail. It's like, I need to get all the Looky Loo.
Yeah.
There is one, the thing that I wanted to show you guys.
I want to know where the keywords are.
Well, that you'd have to go watch that video, because I go through it on screen, just like what I'm doing here. It's on screen. And so if you go to the playlist, YouTube School, which she has in her description box, you just find the video that says keywords and then watch it. They're not that long. They're very educational, all of them. And we're doing it live. So you get other people's questions. Maybe they ask the same question you would. Sorry, I get all excited. And then, so let's look at this really quickly, you guys. This shows me everything that's going on. This is your analytics right here, right? This shows you the hours of the day. So I wasn't putting up shorts on the weekends. I finally did. I put them up at 8 o'clock. They're getting thousands of views. Okay.
Because you put them on the weekend?
Because I picked a weekend and a time. If 1 o'clock during the week is my hot spot for shorts, but the weekends, 8 o'clock is the hot spot. You don't know that if you don't get into your analytics and find it. I'm sorry. I got to get a cough drop. I definitely got my voice agitated.
Once you get done with your point that you're making here, explain the purpose of the keywords for a question in the chat.
Yes. Okay. Do you know when you guys, when you make your video and then somewhere in there, it'll say tags. The reason you're putting your tags in the video is because the YouTube wants to get that video to the right people, right? This is the tags basically of your channel. This tells YouTube. Okay, so these are mine. I have collaging, junk journal tutorials, glue books, junk journal videos. This tells them, take my video to people who look for that stuff or already create that stuff. I did change it to add other things though. Now this is the one that I updated. My channel keywords now: mixed media, glue books, art motivation, artists, create with me, craft with me, art therapy, junk journaling. And then there's there's the YouTube stuff. But this is what, when you're looking at your channel, you should see these keywords here. And if you have TubeBuddy, which I recommend to everybody, do you have TubeBuddy, sweetie?
I did have TubeBuddy.
Okay. It's free. There's a free version. Everyone should have this. And I pay for it. And that's how I can see everyone else's numbers like that, because I pay for it. But if you want to know about yourself,
for a little while to learn kind of what kinds of things it was recommending. So I used it for a little while to learn those things.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess after that, I felt like I got a little bit too big for my britches and said, I got
You're
it.
like, TubeBuddy, I'm done with you. You told me everything I need to know. Goodbye. Well, TubeBuddy, honestly, is the reason that I can get all my work done easier, because it has templates. It has ways of just, all I have to do is click, 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 click. And all the bells and whistles are done for me uploading videos.
There's a new thing I want to try. What was it called? Oh, rapid tags. This was a suggestion put out by Tuber Chat called rapid tags. I want to try that. I don't have any information on it yet, but I want to try it.
Rapid tags?
Rapid tags.
Okay, I'm going to write that down, because I'm writing down everything that I'm going to research. And some of this you guys will probably get put into my, so I do a live video every Tuesday at 3:00 Pacific Standard Time. The banner always looks the same. It says Channel Chat Club, and that's because we're all sharing information with each other. It's not just me. I have kind of a co-host, Dahlia, who will do things on her phone, and I do things on my laptop, and we can show you both ways. And I will get after my hand thing is over, after all that stuff is over, I'm going to get Gail over there, and she's going to come hang out with me the way I'm hanging out here.
Yeah.
And we're going to just bounce back and forth, you guys, and hit everybody as much as we can. So always share out this information, or if you got a friend that's asking a question, go, oh, check out Gail Southern Living or Melodi Made. Just, you guys will help us grow, and we're going to help you guys get the information you need, right?
I've thought of some how-to videos that I want to make for next week that will hopefully help some of you guys to do some things. And I do have a few how-tos as well, and so does Melody. So that's why I put our links to both of our playlists in the description box.
And we both, we could both cover a subject and still end up giving you different information. So always keep that in mind. My videos aren't real long unless I get into a live, and then it's, but my ones that are pre-done are very short, 3 minutes or less usually.
Yeah, I think we don't cover today. I'm going to highlight those things and go over them next time. I'm going over, Candace has a question. I think this might be maybe a question you can talk to her about on the phone, because I know y'all have talked on the phone before. Mm-hmm. I guess she has her TubeBuddy thing connected to an old channel and needs to figure out how to connect it to her new channel. One thing I wanted to talk about is a great way to grow your channel is by networking. Networking meaning commenting on people's videos and going into lives and making comments. First, always, number one rule, this should be a YouTube tip, always greet the host first. Hello, Gail. Hello, Melody. Hello, Kevin. Or in my case, I don't say Kevin. I say Tuber Chat because I'm trying to keep it professional. But it depends on the kind of channel it is. But anyway, greet the host, then greet some people in the chat and ask them questions. Ask them about how's your daughter feeling? If you knew daughter was sick, or this is the time to get personal and make friends. And I've made tons and tons of friends. And if I had not met Melodi Made join my collaboration Fall Fest 22 giveaway.
Yep.
She heard about, I think, was it from Pebbles? Sherry Jones. Oh, and I wonder where Sherry Jones heard it from.
I don't know. All I know is she was talking about it, and I was so overwhelmed at the time, and I said, Sherry, I can't take on anything else. And then I emailed you. Because I have ADHD. I'm very, very public about it. I struggle with retaining information and staying focused. So I emailed Gail, and I'm like, could you Could you help me understand it? Because if it feels overwhelming, I step back. And I didn't want to step back. And my gut, my soul told me this was a thing for me to be involved in. And I think, I don't know, you know, I mean, everyone has their guidance, but my faith guided me here, and I knew it. So,
yeah, good people with good people. And I have the ADHD thing as well. So we had a conversation on the phone earlier today when we were talking about this live, and it's the first time ever in my life that anyone's ever agreed with me on this. When you're standing in a room, or you're standing in a room with a group, and the group is supposed to do an activity, right? It's like a puzzle, or maybe it's a three-legged race. I don't know what it is. You're making jewelry, whatever. And everybody sits around and they spend, and I see this on Survivor a lot, they spend half an hour talking about how to build their shelter when they could have already been dragging logs over there. You know, and I'm sitting here going, what in the world? And she's the only one that's ever been like, yeah, that's me too. I'll just jump in and do it. And, you know, and once you get your logs and stuff, you kind of talk while you're working. And that way you get your shelter built before dark, and you're not sleeping in the ants and the bugs and on the hot dirt or the cold dirt, I guess, whichever way it goes. But that drives me crazy when I'm watching that. I almost want to walk away. I'm like, can you guys just pick something up and start doing it? You know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm so like frustrated with them.
I can't even be, my husband's family is from Alabama, and they're very, very, very polite and proper. And we'll get back there, and it will take literally an hour for people to decide what restaurant we want to go to. And Jim looks at me, he knows I'm dying. I'm like, oh my gosh, we could have been there eating and gotten home by now. I can't do this. Just if someone doesn't have an opinion, honestly, just say, okay, so-and-so can decide, but it drives me nuts. But see, I am, the ADHD makes me impulsive. It makes me jump before I think. You know, I physically am ready to go for whatever's going on before my mind even decides, is this a great thing? Hi, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life.
I just jump in, and then once I get my supplies there, like even if I'm doing a craft, I get all my supplies there, and then I just start doing it, and I try to figure things out. Yeah, maybe sometimes you have to scrap it, throw it in the trash, and start over. But get started. You know, people that stand around and spend forever talking about stuff, I'm like, you could have halfway done already.
I had to find a very happy medium because my husband is exactly that person that stands there. So what we've done is I've slowed my roll a little bit, and he realizes that he's going to have to speed his up a little bit. And we've managed through the 23 years we've been together to meet in the middle as best as we could.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's my husband too. He is the one standing around talking about the plan.
Why? I guess because two of us would be a bad thing, right? If we married someone exactly like us, we'd never slow down and get things right.
Yeah. He would never. Yeah. I would never slow down to get it right. And he would never finish it because he would never start it. So it'd be like, yeah. Me, I mean, I'm just like cooking. I go in, I look in the freezer. What are you having tonight? Okay, I look, I dig around a little bit, whatever hits me. Okay, then I go find stuff to go with that. It's just how I am. I don't, you know, so occasionally something will pop in my head, and very occasionally I might even watch a video that gives me an idea. That happens occasionally.
So Tuber Chat says, my first full-time boss gave me some good advice to be polite, offer an opinion or two. If an answer or response doesn't come in time, make the choice and get going. So, and that's exactly, that is exactly an awesome way to put it. I did learn through my husband, I had to slow down and not just be verbally impulsive.
That might mean Kevin is like us because he had to be given that. So that means he's jump in and get it done kind of person too. Like Fall Fest 22 giveaway. I spent probably 3 weeks or a month of people comparing Fall Fest 22 to Harvest Moon giveaway. I'm like, it's a concept that's been done 7 times before me.
Nothing's new on the internet.
All I did was follow through with it.
Yep.
I thought about it for 1.5 years before I followed through with it. And I started entering them from the crochet community. Yeah. And I said, I could do that. And not only can I do that, but I can join paper crafting, crochet, hunting, traveling, gardening, homesteading. I could join 6 or 7 different genres together. And boom, there it is.
I have a question. Explain to me the hashtag of your friend who's doing the winter one.
It's going to be like Fall Fest 22 giveaway, except it's because she's in Australia. It's going to be worldwide. So this is going to be more of a digital prize. However, you could be, even though, there might be 10 or 20 or 100 people that join from the UK and hundreds from the US. So you still, and so a few from Canada. But anyway, you have a pretty good chance of getting USA, even if the others are joining. But anyway, so you might have one prize that's digital, and you might have one prize set aside that's physical prize, and just know that you may have to move it around. Or if you have the money, just leave aside in your PayPal or your, however, I've never done a digital Amazon. I have done a PayPal to pay for stuff before, but I've never done, but I plan on doing probably an Amazon myself.
So what's the hashtag?
Hashtag Christmas 22 is coming.
And then when does it start?
November 1st. So we literally need to be putting our video out like tomorrow.
And then when do you, so all the information will be coming out. I just needed to get that on my list because I'm trying to make December a light month for me, especially when I'm going to take on the other thing we were going to talk about. Did you want to boost? You want to boost that?
boost through. Looky Lou Crafts, which is Candace, had a really good idea called hashtag Boosteroo. I'm going to go ahead and throw the original tag in the chat. So what it is every day she puts out a video and she says, hey, go over and visit this channel. Everybody goes over and visits that channel and puts in the hashtag. And she will also do, so the requirement kind of, if you want to join, is to watch that one video. But as an extra, you could watch the bonus video that she does. And you use that hashtag. However, we did decide we're going to go ahead and try to change the hashtag each month just to make sure YouTube doesn't get mad at the thing. But I don't know. I mean, we've been sitting here talking about it, and we're talking about growing a hashtag. So if we really wanted to grow Looky Lou Crafts hashtag, we would just continue to use it. So
we could do both. That's the thing. I may add both to mine. I will be taking it over in December, and I'm going to have a hashtag, and then I'm probably going to keep these involved just because I would like to keep it all linked back to.
Bye, Robert. Thank you for coming in.
Bye. I'd like to keep it all linked back to Looky Lou because we don't want to lose that original creator.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I was going to try to make it like somewhere on the thumbnail, also at her channel name in the title,
Well, that's the thing is in our description box, we can have a whole dedication to her and then the links to the original video and stuff.
Yes.
So we'll find a way, but that's something to look forward to, everyone. And it's a fun way of just popping in, watching. I think that's what it was. I wanted to read that about that subject. What they were pointing out. The following types of content are not allowed on YouTube. Keep in mind this list isn't complete. So it's about comments about surveys or giveaways that promote pyramid schemes, pay per click, move. And then they're saying basically anything that's dishonest, deceiving, takes you away from the original platform of YouTube and takes them to another place, those types of things. And then they do frown on the videos where the purpose is to encourage viewers to subscribe, sub for subs videos, videos that offer likes for sale, and videos that offer the channel, anyways, to 100 subscribers. So, but nothing in there, because they encourage us. They all know, everybody knows that hashtags are how we grow things. So I think that we just continue as it is and everything's going to be fine. But we're talking about doing a creative hashtag just because.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Garden State Gardener, for gifting a membership to Joy Blessed Life. Welcome to the Gail Force.
No, that's awesome.
I just looked down. I can't see it on here, so I apologize for not seeing it right away, but my chat here is not as accurate as down here. So I saw him saying something, so I looked down at my phone to see what he was talking about. Welcome in, dear Corner. How are you? Let's see. I'm going to look down at my list and see if we got everything. Can you take over for a couple of minutes and talk about your art therapy for a couple of minutes? And run and do something real quick?
Yes. Thank you. So on my channel, beginning in June, I created hashtag art therapy. Sorry about my pup. You can probably hear him. He's protecting the universe, one dog at a time. Art therapy with us. And so that's in a playlist on my channel. And the reason that I started it was because of my ADHD. I had been going through some things in life where I was getting depression. I was getting anxiety ridden. I was not able to stop the constant loop of thoughts. And I had found collaging. And so between that and paint and inks and things, my point is that everybody in every genre of YouTube has a family member or themselves that could benefit from art therapy or in a way of releasing our inner stress. I literally can go from like this to relaxed and my shoulders down. If I color, adult coloring is an awesome way. If I collage, I've done books and books of them. In fact, I can quickly grab one and show you what it looks like so that you have a sense of it. So this is my very first one. And what I did was I sat down and I took magazine images and cut them out and used the words to say things to myself to just get myself to know that it's going to be okay. Look at this. In honor of International Women's Day, crazier things have happened. Should she run? These are the messages that I would sort out in my mind. And so this is a good series that's good for autistic children, for mental health issues, for dementia in the elderly. And so I asked her if I could talk about it a bit because it is my heart. And other than the YouTube, growing our YouTube channels, it's kind of the thing that I think that can go everywhere, right? So thank you.
You're welcome. I think it would be great for autistic children and possibly Down syndrome children as well. I did work with the special needs children at the school as a para.
Ooh.
So, and of course, I have a sister-in-law, Melodi Made, who is autistic and has an autistic son, which is my nephew, Z. And and some other family members as well. So I have a pretty good understanding of it.
I wanted to share with you is that I met a lady, Joy Blessed, right? How did she say it? Joy Blessed Life?
Joy Blessed Life. Uh-huh.
And she always tells everyone pretty much up front, like I tell them about my ADHD, that she is on the autistic spectrum. I have been researching it, and there is 30% of the autistic and ADHD community that have both. They are overlapping in these, I don't want to say symptoms. What is the word? Anyways, the things that are making us do what we do in that are very similar to autism. And then for autism, it's very similar to ADHD. And that made me feel better because autism is getting so recognized. And dealt with in a kindly manner. And still, I've had therapists tell me, don't tell anyone on YouTube that you're ADHD. They won't respect you. I'm like, oh, well, if they don't, they need to leave my channel because I am great. I am very, very, I have a great work ethic. It just made me crazy to think about the fact that I wouldn't be able to share the one thing that makes me who I am.
Yeah. I'm pretty much under the thought of the people who like me the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't, they can go like somebody else, I suppose. I mean, the people who are here are my people. They know I will start something and sometimes I won't finish it. Sometimes I will. Sometimes I'll finish it to death. Other times I'll start it and they'll be like, oh, you forgot you were in the middle of naming your octopus and you never put out the name. So that's the kind of stuff I do. I start things I don't finish and I move on to something else. And I don't mean to do that. I don't even know I'm doing that until it's pointed out. It's just my brain has moved on to the next thing.
I've joined communities out here in the YouTube world, in the art, all these different ways of doing art, that unfortunately I have been singled out and treated differently because of the way that I am. I don't know, because I am kind of bold. I am, like you say, we're spontaneous. I say things out loud. I will, that's why I decided to let it be known about my ADHD, because if they can't be understanding about that, then they're not only just not nice people, but they're being discriminatory towards, neurodeficiency.
It shows up on my channel, but I know it shows up in my real life. Like you can totally see it, but I don't know if the people out there can see it.
Well, I've had people who want to get close to me, and then when I let them close to me, they don't, they're like, well, they're judgy, and I'm like, wait, what's on, my videos is all the best work that I can do, except for when you get into my art therapy, I cry on there. I tell you straight up, whatever. Looky Lou, sweetie. My heart goes out to you for being able to say that out loud, and people seem to be okay with it. And that's awesome. It all depends on who you run into. This is another reason to be very careful on the internet. People will be one way and then they won't. I just am saying that, I'm learning to appreciate who I am. I'm 57 years old and I'm just going to be me, just like what Gail's saying. If they don't like you, then they can go somewhere else. Right.
That's right. That's right. Well, you look good for your age.
Oh, thank you.
That would be not the age I would have guessed. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And hugs, Natalie.
Yeah. Some sweet people in here. I see there's some of your friends from your community in here. But yeah, there's a lot of good people out there, and you just have to filter through and find the ones that you have things in common with. And I have found them in all different genres. So that's another thing about limiting yourself. And one of the books that I read this year, I started listening to an audio book called Anne of Green Gables.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lady stopped reading them. So then I had to order the books. So then I watched the Netflix series, which took a few liberties I didn't like, but I did like the characters. And now when I see the characters in my head, they look like the Netflix characters. But anyway, and then Netflix stopped covering the series. So I'm like, I'm just determined I'm not going to get to see the end of the story. But anyway, what was that? See, here it is right here. Here's an example. I started this to talk about something.
We were talking about people and accepting us, getting to know us, or whether they'd like us or not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and her character is very different. So especially you could see it really, really a lot in the Netflix character. It's I guess you do pick up on it in the book too, but you could see more facial expression. So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to say the same thing everybody says. I like the book better.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, she's talking about, has he started? Crochet is my therapy, and little man likes puzzles. He likes to color and color with pencil and markers. Yeah, so it's art therapy, and he likes Play-Doh. You might get some of that modeling clay for him as well. One of the characters in Anne of Green Gables, in the Netflix version, some guy knocked him off a ladder and messed up his hand, and he was an artist. So
wow.
they found an option for him to start using modeling clay to build up his hand strength.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, he ended up liking that more than drawing.
Oh, I can imagine.
So he felt like his life was over and he was just done with that creative side after his hand got messed up. But then he just found another thing he liked to do. So that was really cool. So it ended up being a blessing.
Oh, yeah. But there's always another open door. When one closes, another one opens. My friend Carrie Ann says, I have been with Melody for over 3 years, and she's a strong woman, and her heart is big. I started on the internet in Facebook groups and created my own and was creating relationships there, and then came out to YouTube. What did I say? I'm on my 4th anniversary now, so it's been a hot minute, and you meet lots of people. I think what my biggest problem was, and I think if Dahlia was here, she could say amen to me, is I end up making everyone my best friend too fast. That I didn't, because I moved a lot when I was growing up and I didn't make long relationships. I just came into this, okay, I'll be nice to you, you'll be nice to me, everyone's my new best friend. I'll tell you about my life, I'll tell you my story. And I realized I can't do that. But I had to go through some bumps and bruises to figure that out.
Yeah, you've told too much information and then turn around and use that against you.
Trusted too much.
The people who are not, the people in the homesteading community do not know that I entered another community and basically was bullied by the people in that other community.
Right.
So a lot of the people in the homesteading community don't know that because I didn't speak of it. But for those of you who knew I had the Southern Sandy Crafts channel, it is officially all the way taken down.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It is. I was kind of teeter-tottering on whether to take it down all the way. And I was having a conversation with one of my friends where she mentioned that you're only allowed to have 2 YouTube channels per phone number. Well, I only have a phone. So, and I figured two is enough. So, so 3 was really going to be too much for me anyway. But I will eventually start doing my crafting. And that's one of the things I was going to talk to you about too.
Yeah, and then do a playlist. So is that what you're gonna?
No,
thank you.
Whole other.
Whole nother. Okay, well, we're gonna.
Yeah, that's the one I said I want to call you about.
Okay, well, that's the thing is I'm a really awesome person, and I mean I don't brag about myself a lot, but I'm a really awesome person about coming up with ideas. Gail and I could see it in her too. And I've met several other people, but if you just get to talk to me for 5 or 10 minutes and you have something started in your brain, I will help you bring that to. Yeah. Kiki was bullied too quite a bit. It's just, I think that some people have pain in their heart and they lash out at other people. But what my theory is, and I've been trying to share whenever I hear people's difficulties is that you have to give kindness to even those who don't deserve it.
Yes.
That's the only way you can survive through this.
Yes. Pray for your enemies.
Yeah.
Pray for your enemies.
There's a saying that my friend Yvette in my Facebook group said, love them in, love them out. So if you love them when they came into your life, you love them when they go out. I don't want to necessarily eat dinner with them, but I don't want them not to eat either. I just want to not be involved in the drama. And so that's where I always I keep it,
This is my This is my example of pray for your enemies. So at a job I used to work at years ago, I had a lady who she was older than me, and she saw that there was, in her mind, there was only one way to do things. And in my mind, there was a quicker way, but that would get you to the same objective. And
Right.
so it's like, for me, it's the quickest, most efficient way, not just the old way because you said or whatever. So anyway, I continued to do the job her way as I prayed for her to find another job. And I was under her.
Oh.
And I prayed for her to find another job. So about a month or two later, she got moved into another position in the same company, but like, 500 feet this way in another office, because it was a doctor's office. And I was just like, yes.
That is an absolutely inspirational story, sweetie.
And I prayed for her.
Oh, I love that.
Good things for her so that she would exit further from my view so that I could have a harmonious workplace. Right. Then after that, everything went perfectly smooth and fine, and everything was great. And I started, after she left, to do things my way, which was exactly the same way, but in a quicker way. It wasn't taking that old step that wasn't necessary, which I kept thinking to myself, why are you going to do it? Why are you going to make it hard? Don't make it hard. So anyway,
my crafty carousel, I feel like I'm an acquired taste. So I understand what you're saying. And I do believe, just move on. My theory is that I cannot enjoy someone's company, but I don't have to tell all my friends and get a whole group of people not to like them. That's the thing that makes me feel like I'm back in high school or kindergarten. Like, I don't like her, so you can't like her either. That really, that shows me a character trait that I'm just not interested in interacting with those people. So that's where I'm at.
All those people that particular community told me not to hang out with, those people are my friends now. Those are the
I know, right?
And they don't even know what was said about them, because I know it wouldn't help them to know that.
No, and that's another thing.
Furthering gossip. I chose to.
Oh my gosh, girl, you are so right. You don't have to.
By telling them, you might be one. There might be one in the chat. Matter of fact, there's at least 2 of yous in here. Okay. But I didn't spread it. I chose to figure out if I liked your personality and who you are based on who you are, not based on what you said.
Have you seen that meme that has the I can't even find a piece of blank paper that has the matches lined up? There's a meme that has the matches lined up, and it shows one match falling out of line. All these matches will light each other up. They're next to each other. They light each other up. You have to choose to be the match that falls away from the fire so it doesn't spread. That's exactly what you did. The choice you made was to stop that right there. You were not going to be a link in their firestorm against another person that didn't deserve it majority of the time.
My craft channel got taken down. So it was because of the bullying and And then I chose the people in the paper crafting community that I wanted to stay connected to. And instead of going away from those people, I drew close to those people. And those are now my friends, who are still my friends. And I'm glad I made the decision to stand out from the matchbook. And
that's right.
Firestorm of gossip. I wanted to be the solution. Those people that are sticking out, that have mental disabilities, maybe even hidden mental disabilities, and you're making them stand out because they're different. Maybe I'm different, and that's why I didn't feel like I wanted to be part of your little gossip community.
Well, that's why I never do good in mean girl groups, because I'm usually the first one to say, well, maybe she wouldn't like you either if she knew you the way that I'm seeing you right now. I mean, I'm really bad in mean girl groups. I'm not the one that you want to be sitting around being mean girl with, because I will call you out Oh, and that's why a lot of times I'm not liked, because I don't let just everything go. I'm like, I have to make a point sometimes. But
Yeah,
anyways, we should probably change this subject. This one is a touchy subject for
Ooh,
all types of things. And
yes.
sorry I got it started, but
And that's the thing I do. I go on tangents, but yes, freehandly made, squash the gossip, definitely.
Yep.
Hello.
Well, just always get to know someone. I mean, you'll see. Okay, sometimes they're right, Gail. You know that. I know that. Sometimes they're right. It's happened to me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. So I don't listen. I go do it, and I get my finger burned. But you know what? I burn my own finger with the person, and then now I know I didn't listen to somebody else.
Right.
That happens too. And so that doesn't lead me to believe, oh, I should listen to what everyone says. No, it means I got to go get my finger burned before I know that there's a fire there to get burned.
Hi, Life with Belinda and Chuck. How are you? So earlier I was in Tuber Chat's live, and I asked him what would be his advice for a new YouTube channel. And here is what he said. I quote Kevin from Tuber Chat. Put out one good quality video a week. If that's all you have time for is one, put your effort into one really good one. Okay. And your channel can grow from just one video per week, he said. Also, he said networking and leaving good, genuine comments in people's videos. Generosity. Also, what Homestead Aquarius was saying earlier, if you want someone to go over and watch 2 videos and make 2 comments when they make friends with your channel, then that's what you want to do. If you want somebody to run your playlist because you need watch hours, let them know you're running it. I mean, I think that's okay to do. Email them. Hey, I'm running your playlist today. Hey, Laugh with Belinda and Chuck, I'm going to run your playlist today. And you tell him. He may do it back. He may not. And that doesn't matter. You just decided you wanted to do kindness for that person.
Exactly. Always give freely. Don't no strings.
Exactly. No strings.
Then there's not resentment when you don't get back what you want.
And he said, give more than you expect to get.
Yes.
And this last piece of advice he gave is a really good one. And I mentioned this one to Melody earlier, I think before we started. Improve one thing every time you make a video. Improve one thing on it. It might be the thumbnail. It might be the intro, the outro. It might be your transitions going into videos. It could be any little thing about that video. Improve one thing each time you make a video, and then by the end of the year, your progress will be amazing. Right. That was Tuber Chat's advice. Yeah. So anyway,
that is a blessing to have it from someone who knows what they're talking about. Now, I have found for me that end screens are really important, because when, let's say I watch Gail's channel because I want to see a video, and she adds an end screen, that I walked away from the TV. I went to do something else. Her not end screen, the end cards will take, no, it isn't end screen. Anyways, it'll take me to her next video each time if she does it right. If she doesn't add those, it'll take me to whatever else channel YouTube wants to take me. Now, how many times have we walked away from the TV and it's still playing? That's an instant way to get, do we have 38 thumbs up?
38 thumbs up.
Awesome. We'll have to do a giveaway next time we do this if we get a certain amount of thumbs up. Okay. I'm not prepared today, but
yeah,
I will do that when you come to my channel, and then we'll take it back to your channel. What I want to do with you, sweetie, is I want to schedule you and I to answer those 20 questions together, or not 20 questions, but the questions I did from that video. Do you want to do that together, and we'll just both answer them?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That's and if there's a question you're uncomfortable with, you just say pass. I wouldn't make you.
Today, how many questions did you end up with? I know
I haven't gone back to look, but I kept getting notifications, so I know there was enough to make it fun, and I really appreciated you doing it too. But you know what you can do is grab that video on your because we'll do that whatever, like middle of the week, first week of November, or maybe the sun. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But you could share it and say, hey guys, if you have a question for me, add it to my community tab. And then you'll bring that question to the video and we'll do it on my channel next time. And
you want me to make a video too? And then we answer both.
Whatever you want. That would be great too, sweetie. But put my video in your link, because I'm really excited, because I could teach you how to do that. It's not that big of a deal. It's called screen grab, clip grab. Anyway, it's a free program.
Oh, I've seen it.
And I learned how to use it.
I didn't learn how to use it, but I accidentally clicked on it.
Yeah.
And thought to myself, well, that's where you do it. But I was working on it on purpose. I just was working around in there and I clicked on somebody's by accident. But I bet maybe I could mess around and accidentally click on the wrong but right thing again.
Well, if you go to clipgrab.com, there's a thing you can download. And so you can get even more of the video. There's so many different ways. I used to do them. I don't think I ever really published them. I was thinking about doing it about Gail Agostinelli, because she has like 65,000. And the thing is if you're doing it in a certain way, it's completely legal. Like she can't even get mad at me, because like I'm either doing a journalistic atmosphere, or I'm doing
I'm sorry. Bye, Carrie.
Bye, Carrie. Oh, that would be awesome. You know what we could do? We could do a hashtag. Oh my God. You know me. I will come up with a hashtag every day of the week. Looky says she might work up the courage to do the question thing. There is a fall questions out there right now. No one invited me, so I don't know, but.
Yeah. Very cool.
Anyways, oh my gosh, this has been so much fun. We are just really covering some good information, coming up with some good plans. I'm trying to find a piece of paper that I had written something on a long time ago. And I can't find it because you know me.
While she's looking for that, I'm going to go over a few of the videos that we have between the two of us. I have a video on how to use the random YouTube comment picker for giveaways. I have a video on that. I have a video on how to make a proper short. I have a video on how to make a playlist. Chris's Clevercraft has a video on once you reach your 1 year, how your watch hours work. So that is in my playlist because it was good information. So it's in my playlist with my YouTube tips because I thought it was a good idea. And I'll probably go ahead and add some of Melody's in there as well. I have a video on how to do feature channels. I have one on Melody has a video on how to personalize your YouTube channel. Let's see. She has one on how to do your keywords and how to change your URL. Melody has a video.
That's the one that pertains to the handles one. But if you do anything over there, I would do the keywords one just to get the ball rolling. That's like step 2. Go ahead.
And she also has one on how to make your subbies visible. Woo, I got lost in that word. How to make your subbies visible. Say if you're entering a giveaway and they want your subbies to be visual, they want your subbies to be seen, then you just she has a video on how to do that if you need help with that. Now I know some people don't like doing it. That's your own thing. That's a whole other subject. But anyway. Ariel, I will have my video out on that this week. So I just wanted to let you know that. And we did briefly talk about it earlier. And I'm just going to go through and highlight everything we did, and then everything we didn't do, we'll do that.
Yeah, I did it. I did it too. We covered quite a bit. We've decided to challenge each other to do each a video of our hashtag. I'm calling it hashtag 5 pet peeves. So you'll be seeing that eventually.
And what they are is, it sounds terribly negative, right? But it's just how our brain works, right? So it's the 5 things that YouTube channels do that drive us insane.
Mainly don't do.
We're not going to discuss them. Oh, yeah, maybe it's they don't do it.
Yeah, and it's only because we care about your channel growing.
The video.
Yeah.
I think that your channel would grow if you would implement these
Yep.
5 things that are you're either doing or not doing on your channel. So we're gonna make a little hashtag. We're both gonna add a video. We might even have 3 of the same things, but the other 2 are probably definitely going to be different. But 5 pet peeves of what YouTube channels do that drive you crazy.
Yep, I think it's going to be a fun satire. Basically, we're not running you down. We're telling you, oh my gosh, you could actually do more of what you're wanting out here. Your work could be easier for you. All these things if you had done these 5 things each.
Yeah.
All righty. So I can't believe it's already Sunday. It snuck up on me. I swear. Blinked and it was.
Sunday Fun Day is at 6 o'clock on Garden State Gardener's channel. Ariel, the Viking Venture, and Victuals. Can you put up Garden State Gardener's Sunday Fun Day live link in the chat for people to go by and check that out? And if you've never been there before, Joe from Garden State Gardener gives away seeds, crochet items. He's going to start giving away cooking items. He's giving away candy, hot sauce, all kinds of stuff. And so what he does is on Friday or Saturday, he'll put out a registration video. You go by, you make a comment on that registration video every weekend. He adds your name onto a wheel. He has it set to music. Like a lot of times he'll have it to the polka music. So it's really funny. And then it'll come up. And recently I just won that herbal handbook that I showed on my channel this morning on a video. And I won that from Garden State Gardener. So that was a really cool book that I won. It's a brand new book. Somebody asked for the link, the Amazon link. I went up and on Amazon and looked it up. It's about a $15 book. So I'm not sponsored by them, but I went ahead and linked it in the description box. So anybody wants to buy it, I'm advertising a book I'm not getting paid for. But hey, whatever. I'm being generous, but I'm just being helpful to my people that want to know. But it is a really good book. It basically goes through 50 herbs, what you can use them for, what they're good for, how to plant them. It gives 1 recipe per each herb. So I thought that was a really cool. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Ariella. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put up Garden State Gardener's link myself. Did you have any closing statements while I'm
Yes, if I could. So on my channel, you guys, in November will be three Wednesdays. I host bingo, and we have all kinds of different prizes from different donators, and then myself. It's nothing very extravagant. And you could choose something different if you didn't, like you're not a crafter, you could just say, hey, I'm not a crafter. Do you have anything else? And we can figure out something. But I have bingo. And then Tuesdays of every week, I do the channel chat club. So even if you don't show up for the lives, you can rewatch them. They end up in my YouTube school playlist. And that's mainly the things that are kind of like out there that everyone, but I am an art channel. And so my basic creativity is in mixed media and paper crafting. So if you're interested in that too. But other than that, I will be hosting the Boosteroo thing in December, right after Gail. We're really excited about getting that thing going, give it its a long life.
I'm having trouble finding Garden State Gardener's link. It's like, did he cancel the live today? And I just don't know it.
Ariel, I'm looking forward to your your event. We were just talking about it earlier. I really am.
Homestead.
Hmm?
I said, hello, Recyclable Homestead.
Yes. See, now I do a lot of recycling in my art. I do recycling in junk journals. I do recycling on my jelly plating. I do mixed media with recycling. I was really excited to see your channel. I'm sure you do things on a different realm, but it's recycling is recycling, right? We're saving the earth.
Yeah, I do. I use my little toilet paper rolls from the toilet paper. I shred them with my shredder and use them for compost in my gardening. So,
oh, that's awesome.
So, because cardboard is just wood, basically. Yep. Putting back into the earth what was it's in the first place. It was the earth's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's its origin. Its origin story was it was a tree.
It was a tree. It was a tree, and now it's paper, but it's still basically still a tree. I don't know. Yeah, that's so weird. I cannot find the link anywhere. I'm trying so hard. I'll just put his link in the description box, and then you see if you're smarter than me, and you can figure out where his. Maybe he didn't have to cancel it. Maybe something happened. Hope not. But just in case. Anyway, I'm going to put his link in the description box. So just see if you can find his playlist, because he does have a live tonight called Sunday Fun Day. But yeah, it's a really moving live. I mean, he has between 50 and 100 channels in there every Sunday. Of course, they're trying to win something, but he's a super funny guy anyway. And I moderate for him. I go in and put up channel links, so it's another one of those networking things. I do him just because I like Joe. He's a cool guy. He's been a member of my channel off and on through the years, and he's given me super chats, and he sent me a gift before. I mean, he's just a super sweet, generous guy, and so I try to, kind of like say thank you by kind of working a little bit for him on Sundays, so
yeah.
So anyway, that's my way of saying thank you. Here, I'm going to moderate for you for a couple hours, like 2 hours, and sometimes I'll do it for an hour and then I'll relax, and I'll just wait to see if anybody new comes in, and then I'll throw theirs. You do it consistently for an hour, and then after that, you kind of. He has a short out that says he will have Sunday Fun Day. Maybe he hasn't set up the link yet. Maybe he's like running behind, because he was in the chat earlier. So maybe he's running behind today. So maybe he just hasn't set it up yet. You normally I'm on live, so I don't get to see. Hello, Coach Mary Ma. How are you? Yeah, he is a cool guy. I'm sorry about your infected tooth, Ariella. Oh man, I just had a tooth removed a couple weeks ago myself, so I totally understand. Mouth pain is not fun at all.
It's one of the worst pains. Too close to your brain.
It is, yeah, and it's so weird how it can be just one tooth, and it can make your whole body, your whole person miserable. Just on that one tooth. So I guess I'm going to let you go. So she will have a live coming up on soon.
Tuesday.
I'll join her. We both have our 5 pet peeves YouTube channels do that drive us crazy, which is actually hurting their channel. So not only does it drive us crazy, but it's actually hurting them. So
and that's why it's driving us crazy, because if we didn't care about you, we wouldn't care that you're not doing it, right? It's just one of those things.
I'll make sure I put that disclaimer on the very front of the video. Yeah. Hey, this is living. I am doing this video because I love you and I want your channel to grow. And then I'm gonna go negative. I'm gonna be all sweet and positive in the beginning. Negative. I'm gonna be like, okay, here's your positive, and I'm gonna go negative, but this negative's to help you.
Could be worse. We could be dress designers and picking apart their clothing or something.
Yeah, you ought to just make it a hashtag out there, and other people join and see what their pet peeves are. This might get crazy, though. Can you imagine some things other people might say?
I know, right? This is the least of your worries to be judged about.
Yeah, you're trying to learn, but sometimes it gets overwhelming. Well, Nancy, just email me if you have any questions on anything. If I can help you, I totally will.
Basically, here's the tip, ladies. Do one thing at a time. Just pick one thing to do that week or that 3 days, whatever your lifestyle and your mind can handle. But do one thing. Go into one of the videos that we've shared with you and do that thing. And then you'll feel empowered. With that empowerment, you'll feel like, oh my gosh, next week I might be able to do 2 things. And then pretty soon all you're doing is maintenance. But just do one thing. Pick one thing. Yeah. I suggest keywords.
Keyword. I
really do. It's just the only thing that separates you from YouTube understanding who you are.
Yeah, they want to know where to put you, what group to put you in, what genre are you, and you may be a lot of genres, but if you are,
who are you? Your name doesn't always mean anything. I mean, and even if your name did, they're not deciding it based on your name; they're deciding it based on your keywords. So,
yeah,
but yeah.
All right, I'm going to let you go. Candace, we will have our video out. I will have my video out this week. So I don't know about, I can't speak Melody, but
tell me, well, just tell me what day you're posting yours and I'll have something up around that same time. You don't have to tell me today. You could text me.
Oh, okay.
Works for you. Yeah, whatever works for you.
I think the only day I have one actually scheduled right now is Monday. I have one scheduled for tomorrow, and I've basically worked through Monday, and then Monday I make videos commonly, so that'll be the day I'll probably make multiple videos. So if you ever see me wearing the same shirt, yes, it is the same day. How are you? So, and I still need to get with Ariella and do a live about the Christmas is coming. It might even be during the week, during the day, but if you happen to miss it, just catch the replay.
Okay.
Ariella and I are both going to be making videos. I know she's going to be a little bit behind because of her tooth and all that, but I will throw my video out, and I need to start working on grabbing some people for her, because I know there's some that didn't get to join Fall Fest 22 giveaway that might want to join this one.
Well, I think that's a good point right there, is if you've seen Fall Fest kind of fly by you, then now you have the chance to join Ariel's, which is not only just an extension of the season, but an extension of the United States and the rest of the world.
Yeah. So
very exciting.
I'll be on the lookout. Yes. All right. So Garden State Gardener, if he's going to begin, which he's put out a short, he will be starting in 8 minutes. So thank you for coming on, Melody.
You're welcome, sweetie. We'll do this again, the 2 of us over on my channel, and I appreciate meeting everybody, and thank you so much for having me. I will head out, and you guys have an awesome rest of your evening.
You even taught me some stuff today.
Well, I learned some stuff too, you guys, and I just enjoy having people of like minds. I think birds of a feather flock together. I love that.
Definitely. Thank you so much. I love your shirt that you have on.
Oh, thank you. When I can't show my face, I try to do something fancy.
I like the sleeves. Very pretty. Very cool. Thank you for coming up.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, Melody.
Bye-bye.
Kathleen. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end too. I'm glad that you came in today, Kathleen. I'm glad that you came in. Sweeney's Creek Farm and Nancy and Coach Mary and Jamie. I'm so glad all of you guys are here. I'm so pleased when you guys come in. And if you didn't catch the whole live, you can go back and watch the replay. There's a lot of good YouTube information in here. She put up some actual visuals of some things. So if there's anything you're wanting to learn about, go back and watch the replay, and hopefully it'll be there. If not, you can leave a question in the comment section, and either Melody or myself will go back and address it with a video or something like that. Or if there is an existing video, we'll let you know. Her YouTube school playlist is in the description box, and my YouTube playlist is there. Also, a few other videos. Garden State Gardener is listed because I spoke about him earlier, and Tuber Chat Connect and Grow is also listed in the description box because we referred to him a couple of times as well in this video. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys over at Garden State Gardener. Bye, everybody.